I don't know what is wrong with us that you have not put one and two together and figured out, well, okay, we're talking about crime, right? And when we begin to talk about crime, you have to factor in poverty. You have to factor in the type of mental illness that comes with poverty, right? You're talking about people who are living under very stressful circumstances. And there is a very simple solution. And that solution is this. The same way that they are sending financial aid to other nations, and specifically I was just pointing out Ukraine and Russia, to heal them and stop them from fighting and killing each other. But you don't think that financial aid is the answer to stop people living in these cities, these melanated people, from harming each other and harming others and harming themselves? I don't know what is wrong with us. When it comes to us, the Willie Lynch thing and all of this and that, it's like we can't think past them chains. You come up with the same answers that your enemies come up with, which is, send the policy and enforcers to further harm our people. Instead of being like the orange guy and Biden and the rest of them and saying, hey, the answer to this is financial aid. See, when you take people out of poverty and they don't have the stress and worries, not to mention y'all owe us. So the solution to stopping the crime in these various cities is to balance the books by way of cutting the checks that y'all owe us. You don't see rich or wealthy people in the middle of the street drinking liquor and harming one another because they not in the state of poverty. So again, they see the people in Palestine and the people in what they call in Israel or Jerusalem and things like this and that, living in poverty, harming one another. So they send financial aid. Why the fuck they can't pay us reparations so that people aren't living in poverty and harming one another and robbing one of theirs when they come into that particular zone? Why is the answer always to send a bunch of troops or to send the policy enforcers to further harm us, right? To injure us, to kidnap us and hold us for ransom? I don't know what's wrong with my people. You watch them give aid to various other nations who are in dire need, who are injuring one another. And again, the answer is always financial aid. But we have a very significant, a special situation, being that for the kidnapping, for the vagrancy laws, for the red summers, for the red lining, they owe us. They very well owe us over any motherfucking body else reparations, restitution, and compensation. Because of the Christian black codes, because of the various fucked up millions of policies that they put out here to make sure that we are no longer able in a mass number to pass along generational wealth. We can talk about slavery, but I call it kidnapping. Because that's what it is to this day. They're still kidnapping us and holding us for ransom and saying, you my Negro. You are now my warehouse receipt. I own you for life because when you came, you passed through the womb of your mother. I put some numbers on you, and I'm gonna keep putting numbers on you, and I'm gonna keep writing bonds off of you, and I ain't gonna never balance the books and cut the checks, because y'all ain't gonna never demand it. You are too split in fucking opinion instead of looking at the facts. The only thing that is ever going to stop this crime in these inner cities, which they don't give a fuck about, the only reason Trump sent these troops out is because one of the Doge guys got robbed and beat up or something like that, a carjack. I don't know what the fuck it is, because I don't care. But that's what happened. One of his people was injured and violated in Washington, D.C. So he sent these troops out. He didn't send it out to stop the so-called black people from murdering one another. And I'm going to say it again. The only answer to this problem is to cut the fucking checks the same way you do for every other fucking nation. I need y'all to wake up. I need all of y'all who keep supporting this system to wake up. I need you to know your history. I need you to know that this is a repeat. This ain't the first time they've done this. And again, all of you who support them doing this and support the orange guy, I'm telling you that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because you have no idea